Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will start the video with something a little bit lighter as far as the sheriff who will be presenting to you the story presents it in a humorous way, a light-hearted way, even though this is a story about human trafficking again. So I'm going to show you this video, but then we will go to very tragic story that took place in Poland 2 weeks ago. And I want to address it. It's not easy to report on things like this, especially when you come across information how this 24-year-old girl was killed. It's really heartbreaking. I want to take you also to a press conference of our Polish, or maybe I should say German, Prime Minister, Donald Tusk, and how he is addressing the situation on the border between Poland and Germany, and in regards to the illegal immigrants that Germany keeps pushing to Poland. I will try my best to translate this for you, even though there is a translation under the video. You can turn it off and I will do that, the translation subtitles. However, I know that some of you are not able to read it, so I will try my best to do it for you. And we will end this video with another person who lies as much as Donald Tusk does. Absolutely disgusting. The people who are in the governments. The last video will be with Starmer, the Prime Minister of United Kingdom. So let me start with United States and the video that presents to you Sheriff Grady Judd. Many of you are probably familiar with him. He's the sheriff of Polk County in Florida in United States.
She comes in and she's already uglier than a mud fence, right? And then as you start to engage, you find out, hey, this dudette is a dude and look what he really looks like. Yeah, he looks like he should have been in a Scarface movie someplace. I don't know. This is what's happening. People think they're getting this, and many times they're getting a really bad guy. So this is the before and after, you know. When you find them in the bar at night, you know, you try to drink them pretty and you wake up the next morning and you see this. Yeah, that's what we call Rolex ugly. Rolex ugly is you wake up the next morning and they're laying on your arm and your Rolex is there and you just chew your arm off and leave the Rolex. You just got to get out of there. You don't care about the Rolex. But that's the kind of people we're going to talk about today. She comes.
All right, now let's go to a very difficult story for me to report. This is a story about 24-year-old Klaudia, who just a few days ago passed away. She was brutally attacked in Toruń, in one of the cities in Poland. Some of you might be probably familiar with that city because Kopernik came from there. I think he came from there. He was attending the university there. It's a city known for his work, Toruń. She was 24 years old. She had a whole life ahead of her. But, you know, the crimes that are taking place all around the world, I know it's not just in Poland, but this really is one of the stories that moved me. Because how this happened, and let me play this video for you. Meanwhile, I will be reading to you what it says. Well, actually, let's go to this video. So here is the story, what took place, how she was killed by illegal immigrant from Venezuela, who was 19 years old, who is in captivity now. Apparently, or allegedly, I don't know how you say it, he was on a tourist visa that I believe expired in February. This took place, I think, 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago in June. So I'm gonna mute this video because you don't need to hear Polish. I will just translate for you what it says here. What you see in this image is the park. She was walking, I believe, from her job probably, because she was a student in one of the universities in Toruń, and she was also working a side hustle as a bartender in one of the bars. So I assume this was 1 a.m. I assume, I might be wrong, that she was probably walking from work or maybe other place, but it could be. And she was attacked there. So let me read you what it says. This creator of this video says, or the journalist says, the disgusting crime committed against the Polish woman caused shock among residents of Toruń. Investigators secured the murder weapon. Officially, it was a knife. However, according to a witness, before raping the victim, the migrant gagged out, I don't know if I said this correctly, he removed her eyes, gagged out the woman's eyes with a screwdriver so that she could not recognize him. He ran up. Okay, so here is a person, and I don't know if this is, so how they actually were able to catch that Venezuelan person, that evil. Someone, she was crying for help. She was calling for help, and someone heard this, and that person called for help. So this is, I don't know if this is exactly the witness who witnessed this. It might be, but this man says he ran up. You can see he hit her with a screwdriver, 2 punches in the eye. He gouged out the eyes. And then screwdriver went to her brain. And this is the person who is in captivity now, 19 years old. Okay. You know, it's really, and I know, I just want to say, I know there are so many different crimes in the world, the war crimes, horrific. It's just horrific. And this has been going on this planet for the longest time, right? Since the beginning, I don't know. But it's really hard to report on this. It's really, really difficult, especially when you come across informations like this, the way how she was killed for his sexual pleasure or his demonic desires. I don't know how you justify this. You cannot justify. She's no longer with us. She was 24 years old. You know, I don't know this person, but it really breaks your heart. It really does. And of course, this could be anyone, right? This could be any person, but it happened to be, as if God wants us to pay attention, someone who, if the visa expired after 3 months, your tourist visa, then you have to make sure that you have another visa. But in this case, this person should never receive visa. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. It's, I'm speechless, guys. So God wants us to pay attention. That's how I look at this. Where he was from, how this was done. And this brings us to the topic of illegal immigrants, that Germany, the land of Donald Tusk, the prime minister, He should be in Germany, not in Poland. But I guess that was the plan of European Union for him to do what he's doing. Now there is a press conference. It took place yesterday. He was answering the questions from the journalists, how he's gonna deal with the situation at the Polish-German border. So German side has closed the border. I don't mean closed, didn't allow Polish people to cross it. Yes, they allow it, but they tighten the control at the border, which means long queues, long lines, long waiting time to cross the border. The Polish side hasn't done it. So we are still acting like we are in Schengen area, which means you drive through without any issue. But the German side is not acting like Schengen because they are controlling, because probably they don't want those illegal immigrants to return back. So they are tightening their control. So here is the video, and I'm thinking, what is the best way to do it for you? How can I translate it? Because I have to decide, do you want to hear his voice or you don't want to hear his voice? And I will just give you the translation. So maybe we're gonna do this. I will mute this video, or actually, you know what? No, let me play it in original version. You have translation down here. It's already in subtitles in English, so you can just read it. I might be pausing from moment to moment to tell you, once again, repeating the words from this liar, absolute liar. Body language, oh my goodness. I will be highlighting some things that he said, how he's gonna deal with the situation at the border. And let's go from there. So give me a moment.
Bardzo proszę, kolejne pytanie. Panie premierze, Samuel Pereira, Telewizja w Polsce 24. Mam pytanie odnośnie granicy z Niemcami. Zapowiadał pan, że być może w wakacje będą wprowadzone kontrole, więc pytanie po pierwsze, czy będą te kontrole wprowadzone? Po drugie, na jakiej podstawie prawnej Niemcy przerzucają nielegalnych migrantów? Straż Graniczna już mówi wprost, że te dokumenty nie potwierdzają w ogóle ich tożsamości. Oni są najpierw przeprowadzani trochę w formie taksówek, funkcjonuje Straż Graniczna, do Polski, a później do na przykład domów dziecka, do różnych ośrodków. I czy rząd skierował oficjalną notę do strony niemieckiej ze względu na łamanie umów międzynarodowych przez...
So let me tell you here in a nutshell what he's asking. So he's asking if, I go from the back, if Polish government sent the note to German government about their violation of international agreements, and also what he's going to do with those immigrants as they are entering Poland and being sent, for example, to orphanages, right, without any legal form of documentation. So whatever form of documents they provide, the border guard, either they don't have the documents or it's not accurate. So let's play more.
Stronę niemiecką. Korzystając też z okazji, że pan jest i tych konferencji wielu nie ma, czy potwierdza pan zrzeczenie się odszkodowania od Niemiec, ponieważ wicepremier Władysław Kosiniak-Kamysz wczoraj napisał, że ta sprawa nie jest zamknięta właśnie, i czy pan uważa, że nie jest zamknięta, jest zamknięta ta kwestia odszkodowań dla Polski, i nikt tego jeszcze o to nie spytał. Czy podtrzymuje pan słowa o wschodniej Wielkopolsce, to jest 450 000 ludzi, że tam, przepraszam za cytat, zjeby są? To są pańskie słowa. Czy pan chciałby może przeprosić za...
Okay, so one more translation here I have to tell you. There was a video recording actually that was leaked in which he was talking very badly about a certain region of Poland, Polish citizens. He was calling them about 460,000 from that region, and he was calling them fuckers. And that recording was leaked, and the journalist is asking about it. And before that, he actually asked, since Tusk is German, right? He asked him about the recompensation. Is Poland still going to ask for recompensation from Germany? Because Władysław Kosiniak-Kamysz, who is the Minister of Defense of Poland, as you know, the one who has his backpack ready in case when the bleep hits the fan, said that the case is not closed as far as the recompensation from Germany. So let me now just play what he will answer, and you can just read those subtitles.
Te słowa dzisiaj na tej konferencji.
Jeszcze dzisiaj będę miał odprawę z szefostwem z Ministerstwa Spraw Wewnętrznych, Straży Granicznej, także wojska i policji. Ocenimy sytuację na wszystkich granicach. Trzeba oddzielić dwie sprawy. Jedna wyjątkowo paskudna to są akcje, które mają pokazać, że Polska jest zalewana nielegalnymi migrantami ze strony zachodniej, bo to jest nieprawda. Są przypadki, które...
Okay, so he's calling this a nasty situation at the border. What he means is those people who are protesting against those illegal migrants to be dropped in Poland from Germany. This is nasty for him. So he's attacking those people, and he's saying that there is no problem with so many illegal immigrants crossing the border and entering Poland.
W tej chwili badamy szczegółowo. Zwróciłem się także do rządu niemieckiego i osobiście do kanclerza Merza z informacją, że każdy taki przypadek będzie badany, a konsekwencją tego będzie niewpuszczanie nikogo, także ze strony niemieckiej, którego papiery czy takie powód, dla którego miałby być przekazany polskiej stronie, jest wątpliwy. Dzisiaj będę chciał usłyszeć także od Straży Granicznej, ile jest takich przypadków i w jaki sposób Straż Graniczna ma zamiar egzekwować moje polecenie, aby nikt z żadnego kraju, także z Niemiec, nie wkroczył na teren Polski bez zgody i jednoznacznego określenia, że taki jest nasz obowiązek prawny, międzynarodowy. Wskazaliśmy także stronie niemieckiej, że jeśli będą powtarzały się przypadki, które z naszego punktu widzenia są wątpliwe, będziemy musieli przywrócić kontrolę na granicy polsko-niemieckiej od strony polskiej i to taką efektywną. Dlaczego nad tym pracujemy tak cierpliwie? Bo o tym, jakie są konsekwencje zamknięcia granicy z Niemcami, Państwo wszyscy dobrze wiecie, także dla Polaków. Gdyby nie było negatywnych konsekwencji zamknięcia granicy, to nie.
So here he's openly lying about informing the German government that they're gonna do this from Polish side or that from Polish side. And he's saying that, of course, and I'm just paraphrasing, right? To those of you who cannot read it or don't want to read it. He's just saying that it's taking so long to take care of this situation is because he knows how this will complicate life for Polish people if they will start with the control from the Polish side at the border. Can you imagine this, guys? Can you imagine he's so full of it. He's so full of it. It's like literally looking at this person, you come to the point when you just ask yourself how we ended up, and many of you say like Polish people voted for him. You have to understand, I'm saying once again, of course there was a number of people that voted for him, because they are brainwashed, but you have to understand that in 72 countries, the same election system has been operating for a very long time. Elections are stolen, elections are set up, and they put in power whoever they want to be in power. And there are some, exemptions of it, some cases that is truly like a miracle, okay, that person gets in. Because that was the case, especially with those people. And he's exposing himself every single time. And it's like, I don't know, maybe this is what's taking place. Like the good people are in charge overall, and they are just presenting this person because it's his clock is ticking, like for real. This is coming to an end. It's just so hard to watch this. All right, so let's play more of what he said, because he's gonna take care of those people, those patriots, Polish patriots who are protecting Polish border now.
Zamknięcia, czyli wznowienia intensywnych kontroli, to ja bym się nie wahał ani chwili. Problemem jest, że to będzie dotkliwe z punktu widzenia setek tysięcy Polaków, którzy przekraczają czasami codziennie z terenów przygranicznych granicę polsko-niemiecką. Więc to nie są decyzje, które można podjąć tylko dlatego, że ultraprawicowi politycy robią szopki na granicy. My naprawdę chcemy, aby polskie granice były bezpieczne i to jest dla nas kluczowe.
So here he is turning the story around, like they want the border to be safe. Bullshit, okay? We know that. Now he's saying that those people who, by the way, just mind you, lots of those Polish citizens who went to the Polish-German border are the people who, how you call it? The soccer fans, okay? Soccer, we say soccer in the United States, football in Poland. They are very much united as a group, and they don't represent any party, okay? They don't. And then he is accusing that this is the fault, or this whole protecting the border situation is set up by another party. That's what he's saying.
A nie, żeby zadośćuczynić emocjom i potrzebom radykalnych prawicowych grup, które wiecie, co wyprawiają w tej chwili, i bardzo to jest kompromitujące z punktu widzenia nas wszystkich. Dlatego będę także oczekiwał od Straży Granicznej i Policji precyzyjnej informacji, w jaki sposób będzie można także usunąć ten problem. To państwo jest odpowiedzialne za bezpieczeństwo granicy, a nie grupy zwoływanych przez Bąkiewicza.
So, by the way, what's up with his hands, right? What's going on there? Very, very confident, right? So he's saying that he will communicate with the border guards and the police, how they can solve this problem. And he does not mean solving the problem from the Polish-German border with Germany pushing the illegal immigrants to Poland. No, he means the problem with people who go there, who protect the border, Polish citizens. Polish citizens, those are the problems. So he will find a way now how to deal with them. So this is what he's gonna do. I'm not gonna play the entire video because I know some of you are not patient enough for me to translate it or read it, and you probably, if you want to watch it, you have the link down below in the description box. So he's just so full of it. He's just so full of it. I cannot look at the face, literally. Can I just tell you guys? I can't. The energy is just disgusting. So Donald Tusk. Now let me take you to a video, and we will end with this video from another liar. This one is from the United Kingdom. Or God knows what's his origin. Some of you from UK can tell me where this creature came from. He is here talking about Donald Trump. So another very truthful person. Here we go, everyone.
Want Donald Trump round for dinner, but don't underestimate the danger to the world if Trump is re-elected this time around. I'm anti-Trump. I would like to send my warmest congratulations to President Trump on his inauguration as the 47th President of the United States. Of course, I wouldn't want Donald Trump round for dinner, but don't underestimate the danger to the world if Trump is re-elected this time around.
Here we go, everyone. Full of it. Aren't they all full of it? If you can just take a moment today and I don't know if you believe in God, I do. Send a prayer or have a moment of silence and think about this girl who died for no reason and many other people who have been victims of such a horrific crimes. Let's just take a moment today and think about their souls. And you know, if that was her sole purpose, to expose those kind of people, individuals, then maybe I thank her soul for this. But this is really, really difficult to imagine such a young, beautiful girl who had an entire life ahead of her, Klaudia, for that life to end like that. And all those who are in power, I think about it very often. Do they have children? Yeah. Do they have grandchildren? How would they feel if one of their dear ones end their life like that? That's all I have for you today. Links will be down below in the description box. I know it's not easy to watch video. And I think tomorrow I might look into different topics, maybe Oreshnik or something else, because I feel those things. I don't know about you, but I'm a human being and I'm very grateful to God that I am. And I still have emotions and I want to keep it this way. Hit the like if you appreciate the content, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you choose to support my work, you can become my Patreon or local supporter. With this being said, lots of love, everyone. Be safe. And remember, we are the leading edge and we are saving humanity. And I see you in another video. Bye, guys.